Everybody, to Off the Ropes, your online wrestling talk show. I'm your host, Angel.
And the Pepple.
And we are here once again, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in this week. We're going to kick it off with a special thank you to a couple of wrestlers that I was at a show on this past Saturday, and they were nice enough to sign some items for the museum. Bruce the Bob Beefcake, we thank you. He signed an action figure for us. We're going to be showing you that in a little bit. Or actually, we're showing it to you now. That's okay, cameraman. You go up and down and left and right and around the world if you want. But thank you very much, and we've got a lot of things coming up with Brutus. Also, Amazing Red was there, and Homicide. They were really cool. They signed a lot of pictures. Actually, we've got some right here. We're going to just show you kind of quick. They're all going to be a part of the official wrestling museum. When you come to the show, you can check it out kind of sideways. I know Amazing Red's going to kick me in the head for this. But Amazing Red's on board for giving us some gear as well. Also, Homicide. This is his last little tour, so if you ever can catch Homicide at any live event, make sure you go check him out, because this is his last tour, he told me. Which is kind of sad because he's a great worker. I've done shows with him in the past. But thank you guys very much for signing the items for the museum and for the work that you want to do with the museum in the future. It was pretty cool that you guys did something like that for us.
Definitely, thank you.
So, you know, I gotta say, I'm white, okay? I don't think I could have pulled it off. And they really didn't pull it off on Raw with the dance-off, the Fandango with Chris Jericho.
No,
There you go, play with that stick.
sorry. No, especially after finding out that Summer Rae faked her injury.
Yeah, I know.
And everybody felt bad. Everybody was wondering, is Fandango really, making her leave right there in the ring by herself or not attending to her? And she was playing it off.
Well, that's something, the ring psychology that you probably pull with, your workers that you manage many a times, play the whole switcheroo, I'm hurt, I need to go take a crap in the locker room, referee, hold my back, I need to walk back up because I'm constipated. That's the kind of things that you will pull off. But it's entertainment, it's show, that's just how the business is, I guess. I'm kind of glad they didn't do the YMCA. I wouldn't mind seeing the Macarena, but it's kind of a joke. Let them wrestle. I think it's going to be great for the pay-per-view. That's just... This whole show for Raw was based for the pay-per-view itself, which I liked. I think Raw was pretty good this week.
It was, especially the way it kicked off so much with Triple H and Brock Lesnar in the cage. I mean,
well, definitely, ending the show with them in the cage, dropping the cage down, the little fight back and forth. I like how Brock had kicked out of the cage, so Triple H was the one left standing. It kind of gives the vibe that Triple H is going to go over. I'm sorry, Brock will go over because of the way the storylines are and stuff. But I really wish they brought back, the steel cage, the blue style, over the style that they have now, because it's just, I think it's kind of tacky. Personally.
The blue cage stuff out.
Absolutely. Now, we had a great contest going on last week, folks. If you guys didn't hear about it, well, you guys must live under a rock, okay? But we did have a great contest. Now, we're going to show you the prize for the contest right now, okay? We're not going to tell you the winner because we're going to make you watch the whole show. But this is the prize that we're going to give away to our one lucky fan. We asked you guys to send in fan art. Tell us why you were a #1 fan of wrestling and why you guys were a fan of the official wrestling museum. We got literally over 200 different messages that actually gave us full details or write-ups. Altogether, we got over 800 of just, hey, I want to be the winner. But the ones that actually wrote, we looked over. There was a story. We're going to talk about that in a little bit later on in the show, tell you who won. And we're going to come out our way, do off the ropes on the road for you guys. But if you guys have any fan art, make sure you send it into the official wrestling museum. We would love to have it. Posters, signs, anything that you make, figurines. They would love to be there because fans are a huge part of professional wrestling. So the contest is going to be coming up, and it's going to be pretty cool.
And exactly right. I mean, I've been a manager. Angel's been a wrestler, and we were nothing without the fans.
Absolutely. If the fans ain't there, there's nothing to do.
There's no point. Speaking of being wrestlers and seeing so much talent going on, coming in and out of the business, and one thing that stuck to my head was, what's up with Booker T saying Cesaro is boring? I mean,
well, Booker T kind of hinted that he was kind of boring on some shows, but it actually seems to extend more to the promoters. And the agents and everything saying that Cesaro was boring. That's why they got him on this losing streak. He went 240 days. I think this dude's phenomenal. Come on, look. He's got the old school look. He's got the old school attitude. This dude can lift anybody up over his head without a problem. What was it? I think 2 weeks ago when he took on Kofi Kingston, picked him up for a vertical suplex on main event from the apron,
Right.
up and over. That's strength right there.
It's strength, and it takes a lot of talent to do that. I mean, it's not something you just jump into a ring and you automatically know what to do. You have to time it well, and this wrestler, this entertainer is a phenomenon. He's a great talent.
Absolutely, and if you think he's boring, then you guys are boring, because this dude is really entertaining. He's getting over with the crowd. I like when he YOLO while he was wrestling. When you had him YOLO coming to the ring, was stupid. But he's one of the guys that's carrying this company, and he's going to carry it for the future to come.
Definitely, and the fact that there's people saying he is boring, some people saying he's definitely not boring. We have our opinions. We want to hear from the folks here at the Wrestling Museum. Let us know what you think.
Absolutely, send it in, let us know.
Definitely. We got Dolph Ziggler being hurt with a concussion.
Yeah, that's kind of nailed right there. You know, Ziggler, it was just kind of get this push. They were actually talking about taking the title off of him, which I'm glad they decided not to do, because they finally get him the push they deserve, finally get him the edge that he needs. And I think that this is something that could be very good to keep the title on him, which they're doing that. And at the same token, it kind of blows just because of the simple fact that he's so talented, and keeping the world title on him is a great thing, and it just came to a bad time. But, you know, speaking about pushes and stuff, it's like, think about that time. It's the push of the week. Each and every week we're going to tell you somebody that we deserve, that they should get a push. It could be from now, it could be from the past. So who's your push of the week?
I have a gentleman in right mind. I thought about this all day. If this one gentleman has to put the business, one of the gentlemen that kept the business on the map, go to Bret the Hitman Hart. I know, Angel, you're a huge fan of him, and he's pretty much your idol.
I am a huge fan of him, and I would like to see him kind of come back and kind of get like a push in like a commissioner role or a GM role.
Yes.
I think he'll go over. They were actually talking to about that a few years ago. It didn't go through, but that I think would be pretty cool to get in. My push of the week, I'm going to go with somebody that knows Ziggler very well, Big E Langston. The reason for him is he's got the look. He's got that baby face. I think the problem is he's a face down at NXT. He's the champion down there. FCW, whatever one you want to call it these days, but it's NXT. And he's a heel for WWE. It's kind of hard for him to go back and forth. If they give him the right push, I actually think it would be a good push if he went against Jack Swagger, being the All-American, you know, fighting for the American people. I think it would be a really good push, and they will have a really great match, actual match, instead of the match they had on Raw.
Definitely. And your opinion, Angel, do you think, being also a fan of the business, do you think they're going to push this gentleman like they did with Batista, make him separate from Evolution back in the day, and do this with Biggie Langston?
I think they're going to actually give him a push. Am I seeing he's going to go far? I don't know. I think he's going to get more confident and stop working as an indie and work more as a WWE guy. That's the biggest part.
Right.
And one of the great things about the museum is this is where you can come and learn. You can go to the officialwrestlingmuseum.com. You can check out the results. You can check out bio information. You can check out upcoming autograph appearances, which we got a big announcement to make in a little bit. And another thing you can check out is the items that we have in the museum, which we feature each and every week some items for the museum. Now, we already showed some items and some autograph pictures. We do have on the table some figures of items that you will be able to see in the official wrestling museum when you come. Over here on the table, we have Ruthless Aggression 37 of Cherry. Right over here, guys. There you go, cameraman. I know the icons here. You're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. But here we go. We have Cherry right here, folks. We have Kmart's Championship Series with Big Show. If you guys ever want to get an Intercontinental title, this title belt has so much detail. It's the greatest title belt on a figure that I've ever seen in my life. Pick it up. Classic Superstar Series 1 of Vince McMahon. We also have, jumping way on over, Titantron Live Series 1 of Kane. That's an old school figure right there, folks. Draft Series 5 of SmackDown. It's Billy Gunn. And then we also have Kmart Series, Championship Series with John Cena with the WWE title. It's going to be with the Seek and Destroy this 3-pack with The Rock, Kane, and Hogan. That's a really weird pack. Actually, that pack was out when Kmart as well. It was exclusive for them. And then also, where are we, folks? I'm sorry. Kane with the world title for the Kmart Championship packs. And our 2 exclusive items of the week is our feature items of the week. We have the classic superstar figure of Bruce the Barber Beefcake from Series 4. This is the figure that he signed directly for the official Wrestling Museum this past Saturday. Thank you, PI, and we will be in touch with you. And the special edition ringside collectible figure of Jeff Hardy. And I do want to let everybody know, okay, folks, that not only you can see these items, we are going to let everybody in on a little thing. We can tell you a lot of things are coming, a lot of things are coming, a lot of things are coming. That's what they're coming, folks. We're not lying. The store's opening up. We have so much stuff. And I'm hoping either next week or the week after to make a big announcement where not only you can purchase things from us to help out promotions, by what you use on the show, what you wear on the show, but also for fans to wear something to be a part of the action, to feel like they're a superstar. This is going to be a big announcement, and the deal is being made, folks, so this is huge from the official Wrestling Museum. And speaking about Jeff Hardy's special figure, next week we're doing a special tribute show to Jeff Hardy. The show's going to be our typical show, but we're going to talk like we did, I believe, what, last week for Chris Jericho? Or the week before? We're going to talk about Jeff Hardy next week, so this figure will be back with many more figures. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm so excited about the news that we got coming up, folks. Speaking about Jeff Hardy, he's on this poster right here. This is a Slammiversary poster that's coming from Boston. They're coming there on June 2nd for their pay-per-view. It's going to actually shape up to be a pretty good pay-per-view. I'm looking forward to it with Sting against Bully Ray, the main event. They put together the tag team match. We're going to be talking about that pay-per-view coming up in weeks to come, but if anybody can check it out, they're doing a huge fanfare on the 1st, which it has a great deal for like $199. You can meet every wrestler there, get 2 autographs and a picture from per superstar, an autograph and a picture from Hogan, TNA. You got to pay me for all this. I'm doing a lot of work for you. Meet Sting the next day, have a dinner the night before. You go to the pay-per-view. It's a great deal. Check out this TNA shop or shoptna.com for all the information on that. Which is good, but also going on this weekend, this is the big announcement. The official Wrestling Museum is looking to team up with 50 legs, I'm sorry. It's a charity by Steve Chamberlain, and this is an individual that got in a car accident and now has a prosthetic. I don't have full details on this and how so much we're going to be involved, but I do know we will be there at the official Wrestling Museum. We will be doing it off the ropes on the road, okay? But throughout the event for the 2 days, they have a golf tournament on the 1st. On the 2nd, they're going to do a bike rally. They have Harley Davidson there. They're going to have live bands, bounce houses for kids, super slide for kids. They're doing a huge barbecue. This is all free, both events. And it's just to get awareness out. They're doing silent auctions to raise money for this great charity. Proceeds from this charity is going to go to families that were injured in the Boston bombings, that need prosthetics and stuff. They're going to help out because, as we know, the government's not really helping them out too much, and people with insurance and the local businesses aren't getting helped out because they didn't have the terrorist type of thing. So this is a great charity. Like I said, we're teaming up with it, but also Scott Hall, X-Pac, and Jimmy Hart is also going to be there for both events. From my knowledge right now, it's free to meet them, take pictures with them. The whole event is free. We will have more details next Wednesday on this event, though, and how the official Wrestling Museum is going to be a part of this, but we will be there. Thank you guys for reaching out to us, and we look to have a very, very long business relationship with you guys. This is a great charity. Check it out. 50legs.org is about the charity, and this is definitely going to be a great event, and I'm very honored to be a part of something like this, folks.
Now, despite all the good news that we're getting, we've been also getting some interesting news all over online and all over TNA, how some people get mistreated. One thing that sticks out in my mind, in my head, in my vision, what's up with Austin Aries and Christy Hemme on that road?
You know, a lot of people are having very negative response. Last week on Impact, if everybody missed it, there was a tag team match. Christy Hemme introduced the wrong team at first. Once she realized that she introduced, the right team with Aries and me. Well, Aries played off the heel role, said, no, you need to introduce us again. Get it right, get it right, get it right. So she did. Well, he backed her up into the corner. Then he climbed up on the rope, and his junk was right in her face. And you could see she was not game for that. Like, the look on her face, like, whoa, 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 whoa. Well, since then, Spike TV rolled into TNA. Dixie Carter, TNA's gotten after, reprimanded Austin Aries for it. In all honesty, it did push the guideline. It was sexual harassment. I don't think he meant it that way. I think he was trying to entertain. But that's something that you would do on a house show on the independent circuit to get the crowd into it. instead of doing it on live TV. When you're on live TV, there's a lot of things that you cannot do, where he kind